Guys, this is Brian and I have seizures, and today we're talking about the myths and downright lies about seizures. So let's begin. What I researched is when me or someone is having a seizure, some others will misdiagnose me or the seizures, and the others are teasing and bullying. Today we're talking about both. To the myths out there, can you move your seizure to a different time date? The answer is no. The seizure is random. I cannot control a seizure. Epilepsy is in the brain, the neural side, and you cannot move your brain off or change it. If I could, I would. One seizure means you have epilepsy. The answer is no. A seizure, by definition, can be caused by any number of things: stroke, a fever, meds, etc. An epileptic is two or more known or unknown seizures. Epilepsy means you are mentally and emotionally ill. The answer is no. It is not a mental problem. In fact, the majority of us that has seizures has no thinking or affecting the brain. Epilepsy only happens to children. The answer is no. Epilepsy can happen at any time. Some, like me, has epilepsy as a little kid. Some will grow out of it. Some, like me, will have it the rest of your life. And some will be normal until their senior age and then have a seizure. Epilepsy has no time limit. Epilepsy women cannot have kids. The answer is of course not. Epilepsy women can have kids. Having kids is separate from seizures and seizure control. Every epileptic has photosensitivity or video game or flashing light seizures. The answer is no. Only 3% of epileptics has photosensitivity issues. People die from epilepsy. The answer is of course not. I'm proof I survived a seizure. There is, however, SUDEP, sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. There is a cure for epilepsy. The answer is, at this moment, no. If you have a seizure, you will have it for life, even if you are seizure-free for so many years. To the lies out there, you can change, move, trick your brain to not have seizures. The answer to that is I would if I could, but I can't, so I shan't. You don't look, feel ill or sick? The answer to that is most seizures are in the inner body, not necessarily the outer body. Put set items in a person's mouth when having a seizure. The answer is you can never put a set item like a kid's toy or any choking hazards in a normal kid's mouth, let alone a epileptic mouth. You can die from swallowing with your tongue. The answer to that is no. The tongue has a special tissue that prevents you from swallowing or choking. Epileptics are not smart. The answer to that is intelligence has nothing to do with epilepsy. One comes to mind is President Teddy Roosevelt. He has actually seizures. Epilepsy is contagious, like a cold or flu. The answer to that is no. There's many ways to get epilepsy, but catching a seizure or epilepsy is not one of them. Epilepsy is rare. The answer to that is no. Roughly 1 out of 26 will have epilepsy in their lifetime. Epilepsy can be controlled by meds. The answer to that is it depends on the individual. Some, like me, will have a bad reaction or are allergic to meds and has to get alternative. Some will do well with meds, and some grow out of the seizure. I can drive with seizures. The answer is it all depends where you are at. My state needs to be seizure-free for at least 6 to 8 months. Seizures are grand mal tonic clonic seizures. The answer to that is no. There is many ways to have a seizure. If you are an adult, the only way you can have a seizure is a med overdose. The answer to that is no. There is a lot of ways. The common ones are in order: a stroke, a tumor, a head injury, a infection or injection, and too much meds or alcohol. And to the teasing out there, when I was a kid with seizures, a couple of older teens would hit me on my head and say, "Are you having a seizure?" or "Are you having a seizure yet?" And then right after, "What about now?" Some Bible people hit me and said, "Satan, be gone," or "You are possessed," or seizures are the sign of the devil. Some others would say, can you stop having a seizure for about set time? I'm doing stuff. Can you try yoga, meditation, deep breathing to stop having a seizure? And don't worry too much, because you will have a seizure. Knowledge is power, so do your research. Anyway, bye-bye for now, and remember, we have disabilities, but we are much more than meets the eye. Remember that. See you guys.